Hello and welcome to the Genuine Learning Blog. My name is Melissa Galasso, and today we're going to talk about an IFRS proposal. We've already talked about S1 and S2 on the blog, and recently we have a proposal coming out of the International Sustainability Standards Board around creating a taxonomy for their sustainability disclosures. And this is something that we do in the United States for publicly traded companies. Each year, the FASB updates the taxonomy to reflect what public filers need to include in their reporting. So it doesn't create accounting or disclosure requirements, but what it does is create a set of terms that are agreed to be used for tagging purposes to allow information to be accessed. And so it takes this and makes it machine readable. And so I'm going to use a financial statement version first because that's what we're most familiar with. Say you have three companies and company one uses the term product revenue as their top line, and company two uses the word sales revenue, and company three just uses the word revenue. If we wanted to compare the revenue of these three companies, we would have to go in and look for what is the term that they use for revenue. And so what the FASB does every year is they create a taxonomy and say the term is revenue. We would then tag the sales revenue, product revenue, and revenue with this electronic tagging under XBRL. That would then allow a researcher to go in and pull the revenue for those three entities without having to know exactly what they called it on their financial statements, because the taxonomy agreed that it's just revenue. And so it creates this list, and then you go in and you tag it. And so the concept here is that if we're going to provide sustainability disclosures, we would need to agree on a taxonomy for tagging purposes so that reports could be run electronically. And that's exactly what we are proposing here, or what the ISSB is proposing for their IFRS taxonomy. So this was actually issued back in July. As you guys know, we try to prioritize things somehow on the blog. There's always something to be talking about. And so we finally got around to this one, which I think is really important, but it's going to provide disclosures for IFRS S1, which are the general requirements for disclosures of sustainability related financial information, and S2, which is climate related disclosures. And so it is creating this taxonomy to reflect those disclosures that have already been required. So again, we're not adding any new disclosures. What we're doing is giving a global baseline for sustainability related disclosures for general purpose financial statements. And so what we're trying to do here is make it easy to search and compare companies. And so it's going to have the elements to tag in the sustainability related financial information so that people can understand the risks and uncertainties. And so because there's certain key disclosure requirements, we're going to create these tags to give that consistency and make it machine readable, enable them to analyze it, extract it, compare it without having to do it manually or by vision, right? And so that's one of the key considerations there. And so it is designed as the global baseline for tagging purposes. Now, it is a taxonomy, so when you download it, it is a set of XBRL type documents, and comments are due by September 26th. So we still have some time, even though we're a little late getting to them. You still have over a month to be able to provide the ISSB with feedback. Now, again, they do provide some, everyone does. How can you be most helpful in providing feedback to the ISSB? Well, first off, obviously, there are a bunch of questions in the proposal, so answer them. If you have something that you want to comment on or change or propose differences, identify the paragraph and the taxonomy element. Explain why, give them a reason, and then what is an alternate that you would be able to propose in its place if possible. So as you can probably imagine, they are looking for feedback. This will be the first time that we do sustainability related disclosure tagging. And so it'll be a good opportunity to provide feedback to the ISSB. All right, well, that is a wrap on this week's blog. Again, we have lots of great things coming down the pike. So thank you guys so much for joining me. And I hope to see you on a future blog. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.